Hey, it's Friday. Bando Dave here with my best friends from Bluefin. Justin, how you doing today?
Hey, Dave, I'm good.
I saw that Steve was standing up and couldn't reach the switcher, so I immediately wanted to go to a different thing, so you have to switch.
Yeah.
Sorry, Steve.
Evil
Dave.
Sneaky.
Because we love him. But Justin, I'm glad you're doing great. Mr. David Clark, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. We're gonna talk about some superhero stuff, so let's do it.
Yeah, because Batman, right?
Batman, the best. Yeah,
Second best.
No, what?
AJ, how are you doing today?
I am doing fantastic.
Well, if you've been paying attention, last weekend was DC Fandom. It was the second iteration of their Smash digital event. I'm seeing a lot of action going on. Sorry, you're getting your revenge on me. Yeah, I will. It was last weekend. It was huge. They showed a couple of really cool trailers that we'll go into. They showed a trailer for the Batman. They showed a lot of behind the scenes stuff from things like Shazam, Aquaman 2, and I can't wait to talk all about it. But let's do something different. Justin, who is your favorite DC superhero or villain?
Superman, easy peasy.
Good one, Mr. Clark.
How can you be upset about Superman? He's the greatest hero of all time.
He is a hero sometimes.
Oh man, you are nuts. He is literally the greatest superhero since 1938.
No, the best hero is Batman. The best villain is Dawnbreaker Batman.
Oh.
Double dipping over here. What about you, AJ? Favorite DC hero or villain?
Aquaman can talk to sea otters.
He can.
So we're
You
gonna go
can't
with
beat
that.
I mean, so can a lot of other people.
Can you talk to sea otters?
Give me time. Give me 5.
Name me
Give
one
me
other
5 days.
superhero that can talk to sea otters. It's in DC.
What's his face?
Give me a name.
Cyborg.
What's his face? Is
Cyborg
not
can't
Cyborg.
talk to otters.
All he has to do is listen to the waves that come out of Aquaman, encode it, and recreate it. Any machine that's top tier DC can do it.
Is Cyborg allowed to be near water?
Yeah, he's waterproof. He's not like a regular machine. Going through space and stuff. Fine.
You can only have Cyborg go 3 meters underwater before he breaks.
Oh, poor Cyborg.
Yeah, your theory about water. You're a big.
Yeah, but he's like made out of space god box magic, so it's a little different than just like regular living people.
We'll try.
Yeah.
If I ever get a chance, we'll throw some.
Don't keep trying to drown him.
We'll throw
Remember,
some
it's
He's not an iPhone.
We'll throw some smart water on it.
Remember,
We'll see what
it's
happens.
salt water. Salt water corrodes. Messes up boats.
I'm not gonna lie, that would be hilarious though if he just like went into the ocean and then like fizzed out. It's like, oh,
It's like, I'm waterproof. Oh, you didn't account for salt water.
that's why he wasn't supposed to be part of the league. That's why he's a Teen Titan.
Teen Titans go. So we saw a ton during DC Fandom. Before we kind of go point by point of what we saw, Justin, what was one thing that stuck out to you from DC Fandom that you really, really either enjoyed or were surprised by?
So I actually really enjoyed this fun interview with Michael Rosenbaum and Tom Welling talking about Smallville. It's been 20 years since Smallville premiered, which is crazy to think about, as it's basically just a month after 9/11, and it's pretty gnarly. And it was just cool to see, how they're like become best friends. It's so weird. Like on the show, like Lex and Clark had this weird dynamic, and they wanted to be friends from the get-go. And then, of course, Lex goes down his own path. But it's just fun seeing them in person talking to each other. And Michael Rosenbaum has this really cool podcast, and the Inside of You podcast, Michael Rosenbaum, and Tom Welling's on it all the time. They're just really good friends. And it's just cool to see that they enjoyed making the show together. We enjoyed watching it, and then they're still friends in real life. So it's just kind of fun to kind of be reminded of that, I suppose.
Nice. Now, Mr. Clark, are you going to take the low-hanging fruit on your favorite part of DC Fandom?
No, well, my favorite thing was actually seeing Black Adam because I've been waiting for a while, like years now, to see something happen. And so to see the little teaser where he just killed Batman just easily, while everyone just. First off, if you're shooting guns at a guy who's like emitting lightning, if the first bullets don't work,
Why try, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Why?
Just stop, go home to your
Yeah.
family, sit down, have a
Just
meal, and
just
say,
peace out.
I'm cool.
But it was really cool to see that. And The Rock looks like he's having a lot of fun being a bad guy.
Yeah, he's wanted to do it. He's wanted to do this for a while.
For a
He's been
while,
trying to
yeah.
get Black Adam off the ground forever, which is astounding that he can't just snap his fingers and like the next day Black Adam's in pre-production.
Mhm.
He described Black Adam as why people should care is that he's got all the strengths and powers of Superman without the moral conviction.
Oh yeah, none of it. He is all about conduct for sure.
I cannot wait. What about you, AJ? What was your highlight from DC Fandom?
There was a guy with a floating suit. His name was like Peacemaker, but I could not, figure it out. It was just a helmet and everything.
Can't see him.
Yeah, I just could not figure it out.
Yeah, no, I like that as well. For me, it was. I'm just can't wait for Michael Keaton's Batman to show up in the Flash. And while we didn't get a full on view of him, we got to see him from behind, and we got to see the tease where it looked like Ezra Miller's Flash was going to pull the canvas off the Batmobile. Just knowing that we're going to see this pretty soon just makes me very excited.
Yeah,
It was really exciting seeing that.
yeah, his Batman is now canon. So like going forward, love it.
Now, is anyone here still invested heavily in the CW shows? I was invested for a while, and I kind of jumped off the train. Is anyone still on that train?
I hopped off after Crisis on Infinite Earths. It just
Yeah,
Good jumping
I
off
think
point.
same here.
they pushed Batman down, and he died on a generator in his own house while wearing an exosuit that he wore as part of the armor that he killed Superman in.
But he was a bad guy.
No, Batman. No,
That's why he stopped,
none of
because
this.
Batman.
None of this. That whole thing was just awful. After that, I count
So the
out.
trigger of David Clark, it is just say the opposite of how he feels about Batman, and that is it.
I mean, yes, that does work.
Yeah, and so we got some CW stuff. Also small screen. AJ, you mentioned the Peacekeeper trailer, Peacemaker trailer. Sorry.
Yeah.
I love John Cena. I'll watch anything John Cena's in. He's an incredible human being. I didn't know if we were gonna like him after Suicide Squad. He was kind of like, kind of jerk move there at the end.
Right.
Are you excited to see Peacemaker? I know you said it was one of the things you liked watching. Is this a character who needs a show, or is it just a character who you think is going to make a fun show and you're like, I'm here for the memes?
I mean, I'm here for always the memes, but I also think like he's one of those characters that we know about, but like we've never really been expanded on, like Batman or Superman, anyone else from DC. So it's always nice to see that they want to showcase a couple of other different characters. That's always fun.
Yeah, and your buddy James Gunn is going to do at least the pilot.
But
I don't know how many episodes he's
I
going to
mean,
do. So.
he's collectively all Kamen Rider fans buddies as a unit. But no, I think it's going to be a good show, and I think they're taking a cue from Marvel, where they're like, hey, you know what? Let's try some of the Z tiers. Let's see what happens. Because I mean, there's so little we know about Peacemaker that like you can't ruin him. So
right, to where you mess up Batman and Superman, they're like, you messed up the big two. What are you doing? To where you mess up, like, some of the lower tier characters. You're like, oh well.
Plus,
that one's a better move.
Yeah, it's funny. Plus, I would really love to see Peacemaker go up against Black Adam, just for the visual.
Just watch him get murdered.
I think it'd be hilarious.
Before we go on, I want to say that there was a comment about like Storm Collectibles, and like the Superman. So right now there's no news on the Superman, but it's nice to know that people still want that figure from Storm Collectibles. Any news regarding Storm Collectible figures we'll be announcing on Storm Collect. It's like Storm Collectibles US and then Storm Collect US on, that's the Twitter account. But be sure to always follow us for more news about that. And also, Nike has a question too that's pretty good. I think that'll split us apart.
I think that collectively, I think I like Marvel more. Doesn't mean I dislike DC. But if you were to put a gun to my head and say, what are your favorite like comic book movies? I would name several DC movies amongst my favorite comic movies. The Dark Knight from Christopher Nolan, the 89 Batman. Those are always going to be in my top, 5 comic movies of all time, alongside a couple of Marvel movies. So I would say I give the edge to Marvel, but I don't hate on DC. What about you, AJ?
So for someone who studied animation, I really love DC's animated movies. Like, they're fantastic. Like, I don't know how many times I see one, I'm gonna watch that right off the bat. So for Marvel, like MCU is MCU, but I think like anytime they've tried something else, it's like, okay. For me personally, I do like more so the DC animated more than their actual live action.
All right,
that's a good answer. What about you, David?
For me, I go to each of them for different things. So like for Marvel, Marvel has more
comments just run wild.
No, like Marvel has more relatable characters in terms of like the backstories, where like they're less about being parallels of Mount Olympus gods.
Are you not a Mount Olympus god?
I mean, depends on the day. But so I go to like they have more relatable stories. But then like DC has some of like the greatest comic book storylines of all time, like Kingdom Come, The Dark Knight Returns. Also, they have like my favorite power, the Lantern Ring. It's amazing. So like they both are better at certain things.
Yeah. What ring were you again? You would be.
Well, personally, if I had any one ring, I would then go get all of the rings.
Well, if you had to pick one,
if I pick one, I'd pick a White Lantern ring because it has all the other rings.
You can turn a whale
what
or something like that. Yeah, I like lantern powers are pretty cool. So
Yeah.
I would be an orange one for fear.
No, orange is green.
Oh, it's for fear.
Yeah,
Which
yellow-
was fear?
yellow
is fear,
Yellow?
orange is
Alright,
green.
I will be
Red's
yellow, 'cause
aggression.
I will scare you.
Justin's a red ring, right?
For aggression?
Is there a trigger one?
I don't
No,
think
red,
so.
red is rage, and it replaces your heart with the ring.
Wait,
You don't
Oh.
want that.
which one is a trigger one?
That's like in
There's
Dune.
no trigger.
What's the laughing color? I laugh a lot.
There's-
Can I
there's
be
no-
a laughing
there's
ring?
No laughing emotion.
Oh.
Like Smile?
There's compassion, though. You
what's
can do
blue?
that.
Is blue like
Blue is
Is it blue like happiness or
blue is
friendship?
hope.
oh there
Yeah,
you
so
go.
blue and green go together. They boost each other.
Oh.
Willpower and hope.
Blue and
Yeah.
green boost each other.
Yeah.
Sorry, hold
Oh,
on.
no, Digimon. Imperial Dramon. Got it.
What about you, Justin? Where do you land on the whole Marvel versus DC debate, which doesn't need to be a debate. You can like them both.
No, you can't.
Sure.
I don't like how people try to pit you against. You have to like one and you have to hate the other.
Right. Robble. I would say that there are more Marvel movies that I enjoy. But like when I was a kid, Marvel was X-Men. Like I didn't read like Iron Man or Captain America. It was all just X-Men for me. But that has since obviously changed. But I mean, I agree that the '89 Batman is I see that comment.
Okay,
Green Lantern,
no.
that's right.
Okay, he was weak to yellow in the old days, but now it's weak to fear. The color thing is gone. Don't listen to that man typing. at the bottom of the
I
screen.
mean, I wore like yellow Post-it notes as a costume, and I beat a
no,
Hal
that's
Jordan real bad.
that's not a thing anymore. Ignore.
Joe Ben's clearly right. You know, Green Lantern, best movie.
No,
I revisited
talk-
that movie just a couple days
Green Lantern has
Ryan
not
Reynolds.
gotten a movie yet.
Right.
Hasn't gotten a movie yet.
I think like 20 years ago, Dave was like, he's like, you know what, to defeat the Green Lantern, just get in a yellow school bus and run them over.
Look, first of all, this is why I need all the rings, so I have no weaknesses.
Right.
But yeah, no,
You
that
have
never
all the
happened.
rings. You have all
I
the
believe,
weaknesses.
I believe Ryan Reynolds went back in time and he stopped the movie from happening.
It happened in Deadpool too.
Yeah,
He did go
stopped.
back in
See,
time.
Marvel will help DC out there. It
Yeah.
exists. We don't talk about that anymore.
Would you like to see a new reboot of Green Lantern?
Well, I know they're doing the Lanterns
The show, right?
The
Yeah,
DC
HBO
show,
show.
yeah. Which I think I hope, please, DC, please look at me, please don't mess up.
By the way, we have a giveaway for this stream.
Is it a ring?
Have we talked about that yet?
I was about to. Yeah,
Oh.
I was about to have you talk about it. But first, I wanted to ask Mr. Clark, who loves Green Lantern, who his favorite Lantern was.
Oh.
My favorite one, it's gotta be Kyle Rayner. He single-handedly saved the Corps after Hal Jordan, the worst Lantern, ruined it. So
Whoa, that's
yeah,
funny.
he ruined the
Ryan
Corps.
Reynolds?
That never happened.
Worse
We've
than
been
Alan
over this.
Scott?
It did. It's a thing.
They didn't even let Alan Scott in the Justice League.
Alan Scott's not a real Green Lantern.
What? It's got
No.
a ring.
He's got a ring. I know.
He is called Green Lantern, but he is not of the Green Lantern Corps. He's more like magic stuff. Although his daughter actually ends up being a member of the. It's a whole thing, but he's
This is-
not.
this-
a
It's a
member.
whole thing.
This is
Oh,
like
okay.
backwards logic, like
Different,
Boba Fett's not a
life tree.
Mandalorian. The Mandalorians exist because Boba Fett was in Empire Strikes Back. The Green Lanterns exist because they had a character named Green Lantern.
Yeah, but he's different. He's.
It doesn't bother you that their story is just like so convoluted. And, like,
No.
where does somebody? Let's say I've never read Green Lantern before.
Mhm.
Where do I start? How do
Yeah.
I get into Green Lantern when there's just so many different books and actual?
There's
lanterns?
a movie starring Ryan Reynolds.
no,
Just
Right.
watch that.
Just stick with that, right?
Just-
and then after
Like
that,
the
you watch
Dragon Ball movie.
Dragon
Just
Ball,
watch
yeah.
the live action Dragon Ball movie, and I'm all set.
Maybe just start at like at darkest night. Just start there. Blackest night. Just start there.
Told you there
But
should be
Green
a trigger
Lantern's
ring.
light. Is that his whole thing?
No,
What does Ryan Reynolds say in that awesome movie?
the Green Lantern Oath,
Yeah.
which did not come. It predates the movie.
No, he wrote
no.
that. It was
Oh.
On
improv.
set, Ryan Reynolds like, you know what would be awesome if he had like a mantra.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, how come our viewers went down to 0 all of a sudden?
Oh, man.
Oh, no. Wait, it's a whole thing. Yes, that's how you explain it. It's a whole thing. You just have to read literally everything. It's fine.
But you said giveaway.
Dragon Ball movie was literally so bad that we got super because of it.
Oh man,
Oh, and I guess it was good then.
there you go.
I mean, I guess it depends.
Silver lining.
I like Super, and there's a lot of people out there who don't, but you know, I'll take it.
Yeah, Super. I like Super.
Mhm.
Good.
So I guess Justin, what were you talking about? What's the contest? What's the giveaway?
The contest, we're actually giving away Injustice 2 video game codes. So
Whoa.
we have Xbox codes. So those are global. So anybody that's in Canada that that needs an Injustice 2 game code, we can accommodate you.
Whoa, I read on Twitter that we don't like Canada.
I made sure from Warner Bros. That these were global codes.
Oh.
So yeah, we have some Xbox Injustice 2 in the spirit of DC Fandom and Injustice, and we even have these awesome Injustice figures from Storm Collectibles. We have Injustice 2 game codes to give away.
Maybe
Strictly
someone
for
could
Xbox.
recommend a jumping off point for Justin for his newfound love for Green Lantern.
Oh, there you go.
Gonna start wearing a ring.
You
I
can
have
start,
one.
Start
Oh,
with
Green
Injustice
Lantern.
Year One.
Oh, what?
Injustice Year One, the comic book.
Oh, okay.
Start
Yeah.
with that. Yeah.
Sure.
You can watch how Jordan be
Alright.
terrible.
Well, there you go.
He's a more John
He
Stewart.
gave him
kinda
the fear
guy.
immediately.
I like Jon Stewart. He was the host of the Daily Show for a long time.
Sure was.
I told you the trigger ring. That's gotta be a thing.
I mean,
oh Lord!
Kyle Rayner's girlfriend got murdered in a fridge,
And then he
and it-
went on to become the greatest Lantern.
and then it became like a thing called fridging.
It did become a thing. That's how great
Oh,
he is.
really?
He made a new thing.
Perfect.
What a terrible villain you are! That you take this hero's girlfriend, you put him in a refrigerator.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's rough.
Oh,
But plus
and that's your
side,
favorite?
plus side, he saved the Lantern Corps. So
We
there you go.
learned in Punky Brewster that you shouldn't play hide and seek and go into a refrigerator because you can't get out.
There was even a GI Joe PSA about it.
Yeah, maybe they missed
Wait,
that
there's
episode.
a Clark trigger counter. Oh,
Everybody knows you're not
Oh,
supposed to go in a refrigerator.
That's way
43,000.
low. 43,000 today.
Oh man.
Were you surprised that we didn't get any Green Lantern stuff at DC Fandom, or did
Uh,
we and I just missed it?
no, I wasn't surprised because that show's going to be literally entirely CG. So I assume that's going to take a while for them to get on that.
Did they not learn their lesson last time? They thought to do an entirely CG Green Lantern movie.
No, we've gotten we're in a better place now. for
Just
CG.
make it animated. I love
Oh,
2D.
The Green Lantern animated series
Yes,
was really good.
that one's
That one
good.
was really good. I was sad to see that one go.
I liked him in Justice League.
Yeah, he's good. Justice League. Wait. Which Justice League?
Both Justice League and Justice League Unlimited.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay.
Which one were you thinking?
No, I didn't know if you meant like older school Justice League or
The Super Friends?
yeah.
Super Friends is incredible.
Okay.
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice.
I get Superman.
Yeah, I have all those,
I do too.
and I love it.
And add insult to injury, my season 1 of Super Friends on DVD came with a ticket to see Catwoman in the theater. So
Perfect. That's a win-win.
It's a win-win. The best part of the
Full
story
win.
is I also bought the first season of the Batman animated series, which also came with a ticket.
Mhm.
So me and my wife were like, let's just go see this movie for free. It'll be terrible. And then we talked to our friends to come and pay to go see it. So Chung and Randy, suckers. You guys paid to see Catwoman.
Oh man.
At least I can say I did it for the laughs. I think most everyone's big takeaway was we got the second trailer for The Batman starring
Mhm.
Mr. Robert Pattinson. I think it blew up the internet.
Yeah.
It's definitely got a tone to it that I think I talked to Justin yesterday about it. Kind of worrisome for me. It just seems like the whole movie is this like one level of just like awfulness. And so I'm hoping that there are levels.
By awfulness, you just mean like the tone, like it's a sad place.
Yeah, it just looks like
A lot of rain, a lot of
Yeah.
darkness.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. Look, this is Batman year 2. This is him at the beginning of his journey before he learns some semblance of balance and has like a team. So this is Batman in his darkest place.
Yeah, but
Right.
is Gotham like that?
Gotham is awful.
but I mean,
It's
Batman's
not gonna
still,
buy real estate
Batman's
over
still
there.
worth like $200 trillion at this point, right?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, go to
But-
Barbados or
Remember,
something.
like,
Take a weekend.
he has to like he learns eventually to get the whole billionaire playboy persona. This is him like mission. Eventually, like, oh wait, I'm also a human being. Let me
I
have
also like
5
fun.
seconds of other things too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let me take these ballerinas on a yacht in the Bahamas.
So
fun
do-
Batman.
So do you like a fun Bruce Wayne and then a dark and brooding Batman? Do you like to see two different types of characters in one?
It's kind of fun sometimes, but I rather have the serious Batman because like he Bruce Wayne is the mask, you know,
Right.
and I like spending as little time with that side as possible. I like seeing him as
Have you seen The Dark
himself.
Knight Rises? It takes like an hour and a half before Batman shows up in that movie.
It's like a
I know.
He's like on a cane. And he's
I
like,
know,
"Oh,
that
jeez."
I have thoughts about
It's a long time. It's like
Oh,
an
yeah,
hour
it's
before
awesome.
Batman shows up.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
I think fun Bruce Wayne makes us appreciate like dark and brooding Batman more.
Right.
Like Christian Bale
Mhm.
is Bruce Wayne. You can tell every time he's being that playboy, he hates it. He doesn't want to do it. He's
Yeah.
just doing it for appearance. But then you have like Michael Keaton's Batman from like the 80s and 90s. And I get the impression he's liking both worlds. He's liking that he gets to dress up at night and beat up bad guys, but he also likes that him and Vicky Vale are going about town,
Yeah.
getting gas.
Also,
bombed.
whenever Batman's happy, like horrible things happen because this guard is down. He's happy. He needs to stay vigilant constantly.
Right. I
I
agree.
mean, shouldn't he just move?
Right.
mean,
Honestly,
I mean, he has the resources. I mean,
like real
he got the
talk,
income.
every time like the League of Shadows like, oh, we need to wipe Gotham off the map. I'm like, it's not wrong.
Yeah.
Like it kind of sucks.
but I mean, what has Batman accomplished? I mean,
Besides,
I mean,
forming
Gotham's
the
still
league,
terrible. I mean, he
yeah.
stays at Gotham because he wants to clean up
Gotham's
Gotham.
pretty terrible. But to be fair, Freeland, which is where Black Lightning is a suburb of Metropolis, and Superman has not done anything.
You know where League of Shadows isn't? Norway.
Right. What if it's just all a ruse to where he's doing enough to where people notice that he's doing a good job, but he's not doing enough because if he cleans up the streets, then he's out of a job.
Well,
so what if he's just kind of like doing the bare minimum to where they still
To be
require
fair,
him?
though, it's not his fault. See, he arrests the people, and then the court's like, yeah, let's put him in Arkham to the jail or killing them.
Can Batman go to like Amsterdam or something? Like just chill?
I mean, he'll be happier. I mean,
And
got
then
some mood
and then
adjusters
he'll
there.
He'll be happy. His guard will be let down, and Darkseid's like, perfect. The bat is weak. Let me go take over the planet now.
But I mean, realistically, I mean, Gotham was a terrible place. Batman's
Yeah.
been trying to clean it up forever. It's still a terrible place. At what point does he be like, well, I tried, I put in the good fight.
I
Let
mean,
me
to be
just-
fair, I think in DC, I think it's Trinity. It's like when Batman's older, Wonder Woman and Superman are also older. They just up and bounce. Like they leave Earth. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
We're done.
Why not? I mean,
Like Batman becomes immortal and they just leave.
Bezos and Elon Musk are going to space. You tell me Batman just can't go live in the Watchtower?
After a while, they get tired of it. Like, look, we keep fighting these same fights. Your planet sucks.
Right. I just always think that Bruce Wayne's going to wake up one day and be like, why am I doing this? I have infinite money. I've already avenged my parents' death. I mean,
Yeah.
what's the point?
I mean, I do like Batman more when he's with the League, handling things like on like a wider scale. You know, like with like aliens and the end of the world. I usually like that better because like with Gotham's like, look, just kill him. Like,
I think
come on.
XX9 he's trying to put you in your happy place here.
Right.
When is Bandai going to make Gustav?
See, this is my dude right here. He's right.
He's like, oh man, they're ganging up on Clark. We
should make it-
we
we
got to
should
have
make
his
it Gustav
back.
You know what? Maybe Batman can pay for the production of some Gustav
But he
Kara.
chooses not to.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
What if it,
because lawyers, those are the most powerful force in the universe.
or what if he's like, I don't like the Gustav Carl?
He would.
You sure?
He would. It's good.
Is he? He doesn't seem mentally all
He
there.
he likes big armor things.
I'm gonna be a comic artist now and make sure those two cross worlds somehow.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
Joe Blue says he's a more Tequila Gundam kind of guy.
I mean, look, both those are fine.
Jobin also commented on that Wonder Woman SHF that looks so good.
It does.
And it does. It's actually a really incredible figure.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hold it up, AJ.
Some would argue better than the movie.
Boom.
And yes.
I just see meat.
That's what she looks like. That's Wonder Woman. Dude.
I
Spare
see
one
Dave.
for me.
Right.
1 in 3 chance.
Right. I cannot
Black.
compete with her beauty. Yeah, no, it's cool.
The box.
I dig it.
It's definitely cool.
Purple.
But yeah, anyone in the comments, if you have an Xbox and you want an Injustice 2 code, leave a comment and you might just win one. We actually have a couple to give out, so don't be shy.
Like how many? Is it a
X
secret?
amount.
Xbox amount?
Like X minus 4?
I have plenty,
Oh, okay.
so go crazy. If you want one, let me know, and we'll hook you up.
So if you write all in caps, Justin, I want one.
Yeah.
First person to write that all in caps. Justin, I
But
want one.
Keep in mind they are Xbox though, so if you were planning on playing on Steam or PlayStation 4 or 5, whatever you want to do,
I want a PlayStation
can't help
6.
Don't come to us and say, "Oh, I want it on the PlayStation." We have
Right.
Xbox. Yeah. We're sorry if our free giveaway is not good enough for you.
Mom, can
What-
I get
As the
Injustice
resident
2?
Bat fan here, David, what do you think of Pattinson's portrayal so far? We've only seen a little bit in the trailers,
Right.
obviously, but he's definitely transformed. He's not Edward from Twilight right
Yeah. No, I gotta say, like, so far he's done a lot to impress me because when I heard he was taking the role, I'm like, nah, you can't have Sparkly Man be Batman. But then, like, the first trailer came out and he's like, I'm vengeance. I'm like, I believe you.
and then it was skull break,
Yeah,
skull break,
yeah,
skull break,
yeah.
skull break.
And I'm like, that man has repressed rage. I love it. Perfect.
You just pictured me. I just pictured you now like that Leonardo DiCaprio like pointing meme, where as soon as you said, you're like,
Ah!
that's the one.
Yeah, he did a lot to impress me. I like the tone, like, because when we think about the fact that it's early in his career, it makes sense for him to be kind of just like "Ah!" all the time.
Yeah. I think they're just like
Yeah.
shooting at him. He's just like taking it. It seems to
Yeah.
make him matter.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
like in the second trailer, there's that scene where it's just flashing, like just like bullets are flying off him, but like the scene is just dark, but like you just see the sparks going off, and like I thought that was great.
I bet when he takes off his suit though, it's gonna be like he just got back from a paintball match.
Oh yeah,
and he's gonna have all the dots all over him.
I gotta figure out how to stop this from happening.
Right. So I mean, are we afraid of villain overload? That's kind of plagued other superhero movies, because I mean, we see the Riddler, we see
Penguin.
Penguin. I don't know.
Yeah.
With the gabagool.
I believe the Penguin. They said that he's only in the movie for like a short amount of time.
Yeah, like 5 scenes.
Yeah, so I think this is going to be mainly a one-on-one with Batman and the Riddler, with everybody else kind of being like.
And we get looks like
accessory.
Joker minions. It looks like he's fighting too. So I don't know. Maybe the Joker shows up. I'm excited to find out who plays the Penguin, because it is not Colin Farrell. I don't care what anybody says. I know he is cast as the character, but he does not look like Colin Farrell.
Dude, that is some good.
Wait, hold on. I'm reading this bottom screen right now.
What's it say?
Resources.
Oh, he took it off.
I'm coming for you, Steven.
Edward Cullen and Batman are very similar. They both are sad, pale, have infinite
they are
resources,
technically both Batmen,
and both sparkle away.
But still,
they got more.
Batman does not sparkle.
And I know, like,
His car is shiny.
sparkle.
No.
Oh yeah, there you go. Scott, I heard you like that.
Put the trigger
Batmobile.
count up again.
Yeah, hey, ticker guy, do your job. This guy wants Richo boy wants to know what code for which game. Ticker it up, ticker boy. But just so you know, it's Injustice for the Xbox.
Injustice 2.
Justice 2 for the Xbox.
Yeah.
Xbox.
Yeah, and I know, like, Jobin said, like, I don't have an Xbox. If you have a friend who has an Xbox, you can always gift them one.
That's true.
And
Do you
like,
want
yeah,
one, Rich? Do you want a code for an Xbox?
I wonder, do Xbox?
You trying to get one for yourself?
No. I want to see, because I know there's Xbox Game Pass, which works on PC. I wonder if the code will work for other things, or is
Here
it
you are.
just for Xbox?
I don't know.
Trying to
Someone Google that.
Cool.
Someone Google that.
Quick to the internet. What about the trailer spoke to you, Justin?
For the Batman trailer, I really like the music. I thought the music was fantastic. I do think that Paul Dano is just up the creek factor up to like 11 since he started making movies, and so I think he's going to be a pretty dynamite Riddler. I've never really been too fascinated with the Riddler, and so it is kind of cool knowing that he is like the smartest man in the room, and you got like this actor that's really good about just being off-putting. I think it's going to speak volumes. I think as opposed to the Jim Carrey or Frank Gorshin for the 66 Batman type folks. I do think that this is going to be more of a Jigsaw / like Seven type of Riddler that is going to shake things up a little bit.
Does that excite you?
It does. I like being nervous. I like being uncomfortable when I'm watching movies, and I think that Paul Dano can probably do that. I was talking about Prisoners yesterday, and that movie just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
He's
And
a creep on that.
yeah, Remy Malek, same thing. He just never blinks. He's always got his eyes looking at you. And so those two, Paul Dano and Remy Malek, they're just really good at just sort of making my skin crawl. And so I think Riddler will do that. That one scene where the poor guy's like all taped up and the riddle's written on his face or whatever, I don't like that.
You use a post-it note. Don't murder someone.
Right.
Leave
a message.
I'm a big fan of that barista that made the cup of coffee with the question mark. That is
That took time.
That's
Right.
some really good skill right there. Like the end of that question mark, it's all nice and rounded. That stuff is difficult to learn.
Right.
And this costume looks pretty interesting too. Like it's not like the green spandex.
Flashy
Right.
green,
Yeah.
like bright outside.
Well, I'm getting the vibes that Riddler's going to be trying to point Batman towards who he thinks is like the real baddies in Gotham. Like right now, Batman's and it's like, oh, thugs with guns, but maybe Riddler's like, hey, people in suits are also horrible.
that comment right there. Riddler is a top tier fashion when it comes to Batman villains.
Him and Penguin. Penguin's always dressed to the nines.
Penguin tries.
And he's got the umbrellas.
Yeah,
He's
but
got
he's
parasols.
so unfortunate.
But he has a parasol. Like, you know how raining.
Parasol gun.
It's even better. It's raining in Gotham. You could definitely use that parasol. He's there.
Yeah,
He's
but
ready for it.
imagine being Penguin in a world where like these guys exist. Like that's.
I love Danny DeVito's Batman and Batman Returns. At the end, when he's got like one more try, he puts it on. It's the one with like the duck. He's like, I picked the cute one.
Yeah. But if you look at this Riddler right here, you mentioned the rain. It looks like it rains a lot. He's rain ready. He's got this awesome like raincoat looking thing. That's a spooky looking dude, especially in this dark Gotham that we are now seeing.
That looks like
Yeah.
the human equivalent of like one of those rooms you set up to murder people. You put all the tarps on,
Right, like Dexter style.
Yeah, Dexter.
Yeah.
That's the human equivalent of.
Yeah.
I don't care if I get blood otherwise. I just want to get it on me.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna kill you, but for funsies, let's see if you can answer this riddle really fast.
I mean, he's good at what he does.
Yeah.
Do you like this version of the Riddler?
So far, I do.
Oh,
I like it. Yeah.
I mean, do you like the Riddler in general?
Jim
Jim Carrey aside.
I like the idea of the Riddler. Yes, the idea of the Riddler.
I'm not gonna lie. Some of those, like, if I was stuck in a predicament because of the Riddler, yeah, I'd be done for. You ask me a riddle, yeah, I don't know the answer to that. I don't got Google on me. I don't have internet connection. The Wi-Fi tower is not connecting. You could just end me here.
But I do appreciate him, being a villain that doesn't really rely on like overwhelming force. He just like, no, like my mind messed you up. Like
Right.
I do appreciate that about him.
He's one of those. I got to learn to fight villains.
Right.
Batman's
Like,
got a lot of those.
Because of him, Batman has to learn every riddle on the planet.
Right, but it's such a fisticuff hero with the Batman is.
Yeah.
Most of his villains can't fight. I mean, like Riddler, you got Penguin, you got Joker, and all of them are just admitted like I got to learn to fight.
Bane does enough fighting for everybody.
Like yeah, break some.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
Which, by the
So-
way, this is a fantastic Storm Collectibles figure. He's been around for a while, and my goodness, every time I get a chance to play with him, I love it.
Right. I like all
So
the big
cute.
ones. Like the Killer Croc design that's in the Arkham games
Mhm.
is like one of my favorites, and I would really love it if Storm Collectibles made a Killer Croc.
Yeah,
Ooh, that
Just
is,
throwing that out there.
yeah. If you guys like Storm Collectibles, just let us know all the time, like what figures you'd want to see. Like we listen to it all the time. I let the brand manager know, like, hey, you know how many people are asking for this figure, this character? It'd be really cool if you just
Right.
put like your 2 cents in with Storm.
Put in
I'm
3
sure
cents; it'll help a little
Oh,
bit
we got
more.
3
Yeah.
That's the
grease
problem.
the wheels, grease the wheels.
I've not been adding that 1 cent.
But no one's been listening to you. Chicken Nublet says Injustice Ares is awesome.
Yeah.
He is.
That's a
Also,
really
that's
fun
like
game.
awesome.
Sword.
He is fun in the game.
His helmet comes off too, and
Mhm.
the toy, and his cape's all flowy and awesome.
Yeah.
Got all them wires in it. You can pose it however you want.
It's all right, Chicken. We know what you were saying. We're not here. It's not a spelling bee.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys watch any of the trailers for the video games, like the Suicide Squad game?
Yeah.
I
Are
did.
you
I
guys pumped for it?
hmm
So I am excited for it because I like DC games. Like the games are usually fun. I just don't know how they're gonna fight the league.
They're gonna throw the ocean at them. That's your
Yeah,
move.
That would work for one,
Remember,
maybe
Cyborg
two
doesn't
of
like
them.
salt water.
right.
But it's like I don't know how they're gonna catch the Flash.
They're gonna
I
throw
don't know what
sand
they're
at
gonna do
Aquaman.
to Superman. Because he looks like he's out of his mind entirely.
So I have a little insider knowledge. So when Flash walks by, one of them's just going to go like that and put their leg out.
If that happens in the game, David, you will have ruined the entire thing.
That's like the opening.
If that happens, I'll be like, I don't care what time of night it is. I'm like, David, you ruined this game for me.
They're like, how are we going to beat the Flash? And then one of them just be like, I got an idea.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. I also want to know what made them this way. Like, are they under mind control? Did Joker get to them? But it looks like it's gonna be interesting.
It's a tower in the middle of the city, emitting waves.
Honestly,
We usually have a
it's
sky
comic
laser.
book. It's comic book. It could do that.
Yeah.
Usually there's a skylights.
Yeah.
No, I can't wait. Very excited for that one.
Yeah, I bet the person who got us these great injustice codes one day may be able to get us this.
I
Suicide Squad.
think so.
Please,
I
please.
think you might be
Oh,
right.
I would like the Batman game that's coming out.
The
Gotham
Gotham
Knights.
Knights.
Oh,
Knights.
yeah,
that
that
would
was
be really
good.
fun to have. I enjoyed the look and style of that game and the fact that you can play as the other characters.
It's weird though. There's no Batman. That's gonna be weird.
but you could be any of the other ones.
I mean, yeah, but
That's fun.
it will be fun. Like especially with 4-player co-op online will probably
Uh-huh.
be really fun.
Everyone's just trying to pick the same character. Please let me have him.
We can't
Right.
have 4 Supermans.
Oh, wait, see a Green Lantern comment. Excellent. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anytime you see Jon Stewart is good.
Yeah, like the Daily
He-
Show.
he
Daily
has-
Show.
I mean,
John
Justin, he's not the same guy. He left the Daily Show.
Oh yeah,
Now he's
to
just
go
going
be
around.
Green Lantern.
Well, no, I think it's just, he was always Green Lantern, but now he doesn't have to split his time. So
Right.
he can devote more time to lanterning.
Did you guys see those hobby kits that they're doing for Batman?
Yeah, the
Yes.
huge giant.
Have you seen this? You heard about this?
I saw that,
Amplify.
saw that kit badge fodder.
Oh yeah, so we can start with that one. I had that one on Twitter.
Ooh, I like this comment. Speaking of games, will we see Suicide Squad figures and/or Arkham Knights from future games? that'd be really cool because right here you can see Storm Collectibles has done Injustice game already. So, and it's from DC. So, I mean, if there's any other character you'd love to see, just message or like leave a comment for like Storm Collectibles on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and be like, hey, I want to see this figure. Because every time I see it, I always tell our brand manager, people want it. We got 5 comments today about it
Right.
alone.
Here's here's Batman, this hobby kit.
Yeah, that's getting kit bashed immediately day one.
I love
Titan.
how he's like super like buffed and like
He's
in
ripped,
your
yeah.
face.
Wait,
Yeah.
wasn't Kite Man in the Harley Quinn cartoon? Like he's one of those dating Ivy, right?
Yeah.
I felt so bad for Kite Man. At the end, I'm like, bro, like you didn't have to do him like that. You could have just broke up with him.
I know that was like one of the first comments of this stream was Kite Man, and it was Jobin who had said
That cartoon made me appreciate Kite Man.
it.
Pretty
Is this-
good.
Yeah,
Is that a Bandai kit? It is a Bandai hobby kit.
yeah, I'm gonna be
It
putting
is a
guns on him
figurized
immediately.
standard amplified. So this Batman is amplified.
He's amped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wasn't
He's ready to
ready.
maximize his pump.
I wasn't ready in the Harley Quinn animated series for it to be so grown up.
yeah. I mean, it was very good, but it was also really good too.
That was
Like
good.
I actually would love. I like that dynamic of her with King Shark and everything. I just that team works. Even with the little mind guy that was a traitor. Even him. Even when he was on their team, it was a good mix.
So
Ooh,
Big Bad
also
has
these.
yeah. So this one's pretty rad too. This 135 scale, the 89 Batmobile.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in love with that.
It looks really cool. I
I,
know like the thrusters on this one comes with like you can add the little guns and stuff to it.
Yeah, right
I
here.
know there's a photo for it too. There you go. Look
Look
at
at
that.
that.
That'll be fun.
And
to
the
build.
guns can be stowed away inside the car, like the old headlights on the sports cars in the
Like,
the
put it in the
80s. Oh, that's rad.
It's always a big Bond trope.
Right.
Gundam Batman. Holy crap!
I'm excited.
Yeah.
It looks
I'm
gorgeous.
gonna give him some Gundam parts. I'm gonna give him some Omnimon parts from the Amplified kit.
It is
Yeah.
a figure standard
It's-
amplified.
yeah,
so
I'm doing it.
I'm
kit
sure
bashing it.
parts would work.
I'm gonna make Machine Dramon into like a Batmobile.
You could give him the Joust from Gallantmon
Yeah, you can.
because it is also an amplified.
Oh, I will be making it a Dawnbreaker Batman too.
Okay, there you go. Well,
yeah, black and green
make
immediately.
sure you send that to me so I can share it.
Yeah.
And then here's the tumbler.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, the tumbler looks
Tumbler's
really
nice,
cool. So
yeah.
these are all for viewers. These are all Bandai hobby kits. So you will have to build them, but they really look good.
No, they do. They're
Yeah.
fantastic. And they're both
I
scheduled-
imagine they'd roll. Wouldn't you? I bet they'd
Yeah, I'm
roll.
sure they will.
They're scheduled for March of 2022.
So
Nice.
far,
The jury's still out on that one though.
See comment. How does the Batman's wings work? However he wants them to work.
There you go.
I
Because he's Batman.
I
Right?
I think
Because I'm Batman.
Yeah.
That is a legitimate answer to all questions.
because
Because
Batman.
he's Batman.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure it's just like a little peg that you just move and rotate.
As the Batman wills, yes.
As an experienced model kit builder, I'm sure like that's
Yeah.
probably how.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's probably just like a little peg at the top that
Mhm.
allows you to like separate them and move them around and stuff. So
Easy.
but it's gonna be great for kit bashing though.
So, David, was there anything from DC Fandom that surprised you?
Whoa, the
I
comments.
was wait, hold on. Why is Green?
Why is Green Lantern lame? Because Batman.
Are you trying to make me choose?
If you had to, gun to your head.
If I had to choose,
Yeah.
Dawnbreaker Batman, who is
I
a
knew
Batman
it.
who is a Green
This
Lantern.
guy.
Perfect.
god.
Wait, here's why though, because he took the ring, he overwhelmed its no kill rule and made it his own.
Uh-huh.
I respect that, and he killed his whole universe. Perfect.
All right, Bruce Wayne
Uh-huh.
or Kyle Rayner. The other one gets instantly thrown into that acid and is destroyed.
Oh no, it's boiling
I'm-
acid.
I'm sorry, Kyle, but he's the Batman. So I had to choose. It hurt. Half of me is dead now. Thank you.
What
I
if
was
you,
actually surprised where you would go with that choice.
what if you did something and your life is being threatened and you can only be protected by one of them? Would you rather have Batman or the Green Lantern?
Which Green Lantern?
You choose.
I'd probably Batman because Batman probably has already foresaw what was happening.
Which Green Lantern? Oh, Batman.
Yeah, it would probably be Batman. Yeah, I'm just not gonna lie. He's
Rich.
well, and he's also like he's always thinking he has an answer for everything. For everything, he's good to go.
Just take you to space like Elon Musk does.
Yeah, but I trust Batman more than Elon Musk. And Batman's not even real.
Batman's got a lot of, Batman's got a lot of secrets.
For reasons though, good reasons.
He's a vault.
I mean,
you have one Green
you got
Lantern
this guy
anyway.
walking around the universe. You need to have secrets. This guy's everywhere.
It's really just walking around the universe, or you just chilling.
He's got people all over
Sitting
the
on a
place.
throne, just waiting to open a boom
He's just,
tube wherever he
just
wants.
floating in space.
He's like, I can
Doggy
open a boom
paddle.
tube and go anywhere in the universe I want, but I like it out here. I like it out here.
The cold vacuum of space.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
I love Darkseid. Darkseid's one of my favorite villains. You got the Omega beams here.
Dude.
They attach to his eyes.
He's been just
That's
trying
to
to
my
steal them.
eyes.
How come they are all jiggity jaggedy? He
Because-
doesn't shoot a straight line.
That's his thing.
Well, they're homing.
Oh.
So they go. They follow you.
The bob and weave.
because it looks
The-
really
he does
cool.
the spinning move.
Also, yes, it looks really cool. But they make like 90
Serpentine,
degree
Justin.
angle turns.
Serpentine.
I can totally beat this guy. I got moves, man. You don't even know.
Serpentine. Oh, I
Serpentine.
thought you were gonna put the eyes on.
Oh,
There
he
you go.
can.
You don't have to. You lifted them up and it looked like you were gonna have to do it, but you didn't.
Oh.
Was there anything that surprised you, Justin, about FanDome? Either you were surprised you didn't see more of something, or you were surprised, oh, I totally forgot about this.
Yeah, so I was surprised we got a full blown trailer for Peacemaker. I guess I didn't realize it was coming out in January. That's pretty soon, considering we just got the Suicide Squad movie in August,
August,
Mhm.
as it were. And so no, it's pretty cool. And then seeing Robert Patrick in it too, playing his dad, old T1000 there. I think that's kind of cool. I don't think I was ready for that. And he's like, "Dad, get my phone. I want to take a picture, but I don't want to move." When that bald eagle's hugging him, oh man, that was awesome.
It's gonna be hilarious.
I think so. And he
It's
just
hilarious.
gets the crap beat out of him for like 2.5 minutes in that trailer. So I'm definitely excited. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be fun. I think that Peacemaker is a character that has a lot of room to grow. You know, we
Right.
had him for 2 hours in the Suicide Squad. He made some interesting choices in that movie.
Yeah.
And now we get to deal with the fallout. So I think it's going to be fun to see where that character goes, and will we get to see him again, either in a season 2 or in a Suicide Squad sequel,
Or in the Batman.
or ooh,
Oh my God.
He's too far forward.
Batman was so
Destroyed
powerful
everything.
that his name just
Lobo.
knocked him down.
Got Lobo down.
he's-
Oh no.
The main man.
no.
We are gonna have ants.
Yeah.
No, I don't want
Yeah,
ants.
put him right here. That way, I'm moving too far.
One eye.
What about so David? Was there anything you wish you'd seen that you didn't see yet?
I mean, Green Lantern. Yes.
After what you
I
just
also would have
said-
loved to see like the front of Michael Keaton's Batman too.
Oh, here's
But
Thank you.
seeing him like come out like from the back, like that was cool. But like just to see like a little bit more of that would have been great, you know.
Yeah.
How much more? Of
But
a
they
little
already
more?
know that like it's Michael Keaton. Like
a ring's
you're
worth.
gonna come see it. Like they already know.
Yeah, they already got my money.
Yeah.
The instant they somehow Keaton's in, I'm like, all right, I'll be there opening day.
Check it out.
I mean, not that I wasn't already.
I'll
gonna
the Omega
see it.
beam stuck in the microphone.
Oh no.
They are homing, as you said.
But speaking of like just Flashpoint and those two together, the animated movie of the Flashpoint Paradox is awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's one of the best. That one, and I think Assault on Arkham is really good too. Those are two of my favorite. It's AJ, since you mentioned animated DC films,
Yeah.
those two are probably my favorites.
And the 4th season of Flash. That was Flashpoint. Maybe it was the 3rd season.
We don't, no,
don't talk about that.
none of that. None of that. The whole show's gone. Don't none of it.
Aw.
No, not even. No.
Listen to you. You're such a gatekeeper.
Yes. That's how we keep it nice and clean on the inside.
Is it because there's not enough Batman in the Flash?
I mean, that's always a part of it. Yes.
Would you want to see a CW Batman show? Or would you need that to be an HBO show?
HBO. I don't think. No, they can't handle it. No, they can't handle it. It had to be on HBO for sure. 100%.
Did we have Gotham?
I actually liked Gotham. It was interesting, and then like right when he became Batman, like okay guys, show
Credits.
over.
Yeah.
And I was like, all this was for nothing.
Right. That's what it was Smallville. At the very end of Smallville season 10, he finally gets in the suit and flies away. And
Right.
that's the end.
Yeah.
To somebody say.
Oh man,
I love Smallville.
that's that song.
All right. Thing that you watched from DC Fandom, AJ, that you're most excited about that you maybe weren't as excited about before? Or is your hype level the same as it was going into it? In which case, they failed miserably.
I'm gonna say Black Adam,
Yeah.
just because The Rock's always good at hyping things, and I'm like, oh man, you're good at hyping it, but how good is it gonna turn out? Seeing the trailer, oh, this looks fun. So I'm excited for that film.
Yeah.
He killed that man.
Who's Dr.
Yeah.
Fate again?
Who's Pierce Brosnan?
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
James Bond.
Oh, yeah.
I
Pierce
don't think I
Brosnan's
knew
in
he
that
was
movie,
Dr. Fate. And when he came up in the little Chiron on the bottom said Pierce Brosnan, Dr. Fate, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that actually, I hadn't accused that with the casting. It's actually a pretty good cast.
Mhm.
Don't lie. Like I thought, I'm like, oh yeah, you can be Dr. Fate. That's pretty cool.
Timeless.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Justin. Was there anything that you went into it kind of at a this level? And you-
Forever.
He's Dwayne The Rock Johnson now.
That's right.
Hello.
So what about you, Justin? Was there something that you went from a 10 to 11 hype wise?
Yeah, probably the Flash movie. I think that's a big deal. I remember when at San Diego Comic-Con a couple years ago when it showed the Flash and then it said what was it, like Flashpoint, right?
Yeah.
That's what it changed to. So that was kind of cool. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, they're gonna rewrite this whole thing."
Oh yeah, no, that's their out. That's their built-in out.
So it's like, okay, I'm curious to see where we go from here. But I mean, definitely that's seeing just the back of like the cowl for
Yeah.
Michael Keaton. I thought that was pretty awesome. So
Yeah, and I mean the Flash movie's been in production forever.
forever, yeah. It would have been cool to see a trailer, but I'll deal with the behind the sceens look.
Yeah.
I don't
That
even
seems
know if we have
always
enough time for me to answer this question, Jobin. Has The Rock ever been in a good movie?
Hey
Wait, you
man,
nuts?
wait, Jumanji was good.
Jumanji.
I like the first Jumanji. The second one,
The second one wasn't as good, but the first one was really good.
the
Walking
Rundown.
Tall Rundown.
Oh
is
my god,
incredible.
I love that movie.
Yeah. Black Adam, which I'm just going to declare now as being good. Please God, please.
I like in the rundown when he goes, it's like the whole
Batman?
football team, and he goes back and calls like, yeah, there's a bunch of them that want to fight, and you can't hear the other. Yeah, I don't want to hurt them though. They got a chance to win this year.
Yeah, I love that movie. Peter Berg, Pistol Pete directed that movie.
Yeah. He's not a nice man, I guess, but
Mhm.
he was a good director.
Hey, how do we are we giving away any codes soon?
Give
No
me.
one wanted them.
Everyone's like, it's on Game
What?
Pass. I don't want your Xbox
I know.
code.
So I guess everybody has
What?
Game Pass. Yeah, that's too bad.
I'll take it.
What? You have Game Pass?
Nobody has a friend
No,
that
I
has
have-
an
I have
Xbox
it-
that
I have it
could
on
I
use
know.
it.
No one wants to give.
Nobody wants
Sad.
to gift a free game.
Aw,
Yeah.
Alan will be so sad.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Oh man, well, we probably should just post it online then. Maybe someone
Yeah.
out there.
Yo,
missed
just at
out.
random, just boom.
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
maybe-
you put like at the bottom of the screen and see who gets it first.
We
Yeah.
asked. Chicken Nubla, do you want one? It's yours.
Me wants
Just,
codes.
just message Justin on Instagram.
Give him
at
both of the
Bluefin
codes.
Brands.
Yeah.
Give them both of the codes
there you
now.
go.
He said
Make-
codes plural.
Oh, we got a lot of codes.
Me
There you
want
go.
codes.
Justin, would you prefer to be messaged on Instagram or Twitter or?
Yeah, Instagram's fine. You could just do at Bluefin Brands on Instagram, and I'll
you
hook
go.
you up.
Jeffy
Easy
wants
peasy.
the ribs.
Jeffy wants the rib.
So there you go.
Busy.
Chicken Nublet. Make sure you message him because you know if you don't, then you get no code. But you want the codes.
You want
Yeah.
the codes,
Plural.
you need the codes.
I
you got the
can
codes.
I can break her codes.
It's just
It's a second level programmer. Slugheads.
Well, I think that is it.
No, I have a game.
Oh my God, you have a game? I've been
Yes.
stalling
Does it
for
involve
like
the
10 minutes,
Batman?
You got a game on
I
us?
almost said something, but then you're like, "Hey, what were you missing out, or what did you want to see, or what got you most excited?" You kept having questions, and I didn't want to stop you. I didn't want to
I'm
interrupt.
trying to be the good host, but now I know you have a game. I feel like an idiot.
Sure. Well, I think 20 questions helps us most with comments.
All
You know,
right.
the chat always figures out the answer before you guys do.
Chat's really smart.
Yes,
They are pretty smart,
very
though.
smart.
They got the power of Google on their
They
side.
do yes, they have the
So-
hive mind.
And it's even more impressive because there's like a delay, like probably like a 10-second delay. So we've had 10 extra seconds
Mm-hmm.
before they even hear it, and they're like, "It's right there."
Right. So this will be 20 questions. You have basically 19 and a guess. If you guess early and you guess incorrectly, you lose.
Ooh.
Just to reiterate the rules there. So don't just be shouting out movies. If you think you got a good hint on it, say what the movie is in chat, and then these nice gentlemen can start to ask questions
Well,
too.
that's kind of
So
tough
this
because
ain't
like
no
most of these
TikTok.
movies have the hero title.
So what this is going to be based on live action. Okay. So this character is based off of live action. It is themed around DC though, so that'll help
Okay.
you out. Okay.
All right. So should we just kick it off with our normal question? Is this person a hero?
Yeah.
Hero
Is this
mode?
person a hero?
No.
All right.
Well, it's relative. Not a
Oh, no.
superhero. Not a superhero.
Is
Like a firefighter is a hero, right? So
Oh my goodness.
would you, if you had to classify people into heroes and villains, is this character heroes, villains, or neutral?
they would be a hero.
It would be a
I'm
hero.
guessing it's not the
Hmm.
titular.
I'm just gonna have no
character.
powers because he made the whole super comment. He's
Right.
probably talking about Batman, probably.
I think it's too obvious, Jobin. It's too
So that's
obvious.
one. Steven, if you can keep track of the questions to help us out, maybe
Yes,
put them up
Steven,
on
And remember, you're on our side.
I like how Jobin went to a previous answer
Alexander
from the
Knox,
phone.
It's
yes.
Knox. I'm so
Love the
mad.
Knox.
So mad I didn't get it. Do you guys have a
Oh,
question?
See,
I had to ask.
Is this character male?
Yes.
Okay. Just had to make
Male
sure.
hero.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this character rich?
No.
Okay, so it's not Batman.
Does this character have powers?
Your negative one on Batman.
Not on. No.
Okay, so
Wait,
Not
not on. Wait,
So this is remember this is based off live action. So
Uh-huh.
in the event that in a comic book, whatever, something happened and
Right.
a hero for a day or some Freaky Friday situation
Mhm.
or random powers or whatever.
you don't want to hear him. Batman 214. He picked up the power ring and he
Right.
was the Green Lantern for
Exactly.
Well, I mean, yes.
So for the sake of live action, we'll just say no.
Well, it's a male who's not rich. Who's a hero.
Doesn't have powers.
Doesn't have powers.
Do we want to try to narrow it down to see if he's in the
League?
current DC universe or?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Do we have to? He's in the Snyderverse.
Yeah, does he appear in a DC film, Man of Steel and on?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
In that time frame.
Yes.
Yes.
From 2000 and
Whatever, 13.
Yeah.
Hero who's not rich.
Is this character a titular hero?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh man, how many questions
it's
is that?
It's an
14
obscure-
left.
okay.
Oh,
Do we
my
want
goodness.
to? Do we need to
I
validate
gotta
if this
see what
person
chat's talking
is
about.
if this person is a TV or movie person? Do you think?
Oh wait,
Oh,
Jobin
wait.
has- Jobin has a good
Are
question.
we?
Hold on.
Are we?
What?
I don't ask the question like, are we including TV, and then have that be like a question.
Yeah, I said live action.
Okay, so that okay.
I mean, to me, that includes TV.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's a
So you guys see
freebie.
the comments from
What's the
chat?
freebie?
Yeah, so Jobin Blue said Earthling question mark?
That's not a bad one. too.
Yeah.
Let's go with Earthling question mark.
Yes. Earthling question mark.
Is this person on Team Arrow?
Like on like one of his little groupies that hangs out in the Arrow Cave.
Like one
Is
of
he
his
in the
like chorus
Arrowverse
group.
type thing?
It is an Arrowverse. Has appeared in the Arrowverse, but not Team Arrow.
Okay. So he's
As in the gang, the Scooby gang that hangs out at the club and
Yeah.
has a
It's
Batcave.
Scrappy- It's
Okay.
like
Yeah.
pretty much Scrappy Doo.
someone in the Arrowverse who does not have powers, who is not rich.
Do we want to see if he was in the films too?
The only person who's been on the films and in CW has been Ezra Miller, and he
But
definitely has powers.
He has the best powers.
Okay.
Flashpoint. Could be his dad.
12 questions left, according to
Uh,
And
Steve.
we know it's a hero because I was
It's a
thinking
hero.
Slade because
Hero in the sense of a good guy, bad guy, or neutral was how you worded that.
Does this person fight crime?
Not really.
Okay, so it's not anybody cool. All right.
So he helps the superhero. He's like behind the scenes.
Does this person appear in the film universe as well?
Yes.
What?
Should have
Google.
reworded that last question.
Wait.
I had a better question, but oh well.
Hmm.
Can I amend my last question?
Sure.
Is this person more well known for the film universe?
I mean, people that don't read the comics. So I think whether you read comics or only watched the movies, you would know who this character is.
Okay.
David, it's all on you.
They don't fight crime, so they're already not someone who I care about.
Trying to is anyone from does
Joker
anyone
Blue is saying Knox is an Arrowverse.
He was.
He was.
He was in the crossover. What
Could just be one of those.
did anyone from Suicide Squad appear in the Arrowverse? I'm trying to think.
I mean, they had like their own little like knockoff Suicide Squad. They had
But like Deadshot's not in there, Harley Quinn's not in
they
there.
had Deathstroke.
Arrowverse was going a Suicide Squad route, but then the movie came out and they had to
they-
sort of
they-
read.
They backpedaled that
divert.
real quick. They're like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
only one at a time.
That's too bad. That could have been cool.
Yeah, because the Deathstroke was pretty cool.
They even had a Harley in like in a cell, and you heard her voice off camera.
You don't fight
I'll scream.
crime.
Oh.
This is hard because like everyone's usually like involved in the crime fighting. Wait, how are you here? You don't fight crime.
Is
You don't like, hey,
That's
man.
what the wording was.
Yeah. Okay.
is this person an anthropomorphic animal?
No.
Okay, well, not King Shark.
King Shark would be? He's pretty cool. I like him. Oh man, this is hard.
Huh.
Because like on the CW, everybody's on the show at some point is involved in crime fighting, or being a criminal.
Yeah, I mean, because Arrowverse is like 9 shows now.
Yeah,
so.
everyone. So and it can't be Alfred because he is technically rich.
And Ra's al Ghul is a bad guy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Unless you ask him, because then he's like, yes, but he's just trying to help
No,
the
no,
planet be better and wipe out.
No. Ra's is he is bad.
Okay.
He's right on Gotham, but he's just bad overall.
So someone like Deadshot was an
Deadshot.
Arrow, but
Yeah, he's not a good
I don't know.
guy.
I don't know if Justin knows that.
What?
Deadshot.
He jumped off the Arrowverse.
weapons. Oh, that's a good one. Thanks,
My
Chris.
question,
Yeah. Does he use weapons?
No.
They
doesn't fight crime.
Yeah.
So,
Is this
Arrowverse. So
is this
he's in
person
the-
like a genius type character?
No.
Okay. So it's none of the doctor peoples.
yeah, I'm now lost and stumped.
My forehead's
This-
really bright on that line.
Help
Like,
you
there's
out.
like a super glare right here.
Help you out.
Wait.
Yeah,
Wait,
that helps.
it's somebody who doesn't fight crime.
Doesn't fight crime. He's a good guy.
And he's been in both the CW and
the film.
I was thinking Jimmy Olsen because Jimmy Olsen never is a hero, but he was a hero on CW.
but he's a good guy.
He's a good guy. He fight in CW. He fight crime in the DC universe on the movies. I think he's definitely undercover, so that's kind of fighting crime. So dang it.
But maybe Justin doesn't know that.
Yeah, he might not know that because in the comics he is just a dude.
Do we want to try to narrow down the Arrowverse? Like, do we want to
I
ask?
think
Is this
that would be the
person
best
from
one.
the Arrow?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah.
Is this character from Arrow?
No.
Just 8 more to go.
Do we want to waste one on the Flash as well?
Everyone in Flash really they don't. Like, even Joe helps. He's old.
Well, I mean, I think there's a difference between helping every now and again and then being like a crime fighter.
Man, if
Right.
your life was on the line, you fought crime.
Because Joe's not in the films. Iris is,
No.
but Iris is not a boy.
No. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
It could be Joe, but but Joe uses a weapon, like he's a gun. So
Blues like Steve Aoki.
see
So he's not most from Arrow.
not from
So that
Arrow.
eliminates like Diggle, but Diggle wasn't really in the.
But Diggle fights crime.
And Diggle got the Green Lantern ring at the end of Crisis.
And I guess he does have weapons.
Yeah,
got
he has a
pistols.
lot of weapons. The old weapon.
So I mean, if we go to like if we go to Flash, who are we talking? Like Caitlin, but she's not in.
Everybody in Flash.
Didn't Caitlyn become like a
Caitlin
bad
Killer
guy?
Frost. She's Killer
Yeah.
Frost. Well, she's a good guy.
Oh.
And she's separate. They
There's
split.
it's a whole thing.
I don't know if they ever.
It's not
reconciled.
Flash.
DC Comics, it's a whole thing.
Don't worry. I hope there's no Flash.
Not,
Okay, it's not a
okay,
Flash
not Flash character.
Man.
See,
There's
everybody.
Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh, I hate that show.
Where I mean, Brandon Routh is a favorite of Justin and mine, and he is the Atom.
I
Yes,
do
but
like-
He's a crime.
but
fighter.
that's a crime
He is
fighter.
a crime fighter.
But he didn't have his name in the show, so there's that.
But he had the suits.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like
with which he
I
fought
mean,
crime.
you could have gone down that rabbit hole and you didn't, so that's good.
It's
for
like,
you.
it's like an obscure side character that's like had like one appearance.
I would never say that this character is obscure in a million years.
Hurry,
Chicken
you're his
Nublet's
best
asking,
friend.
is this person a butler? But I think we already
A
eliminated.
butler?
It's not Alfred.
Butler.
Alfred definitely helps in the crime fighting.
So I know that Justin has not watched Supergirl. I know he hasn't watched
No one has.
Batwoman. Just trying to get in the head of
Yeah,
Justin.
yeah,
here.
I think that's the best case now. Is
to where he's
we're
not
now
going to know
looking at
obscure
Justin.
characters from these shows.
Because even in Batwoman, the only person who would kind of fit would be Lucius Fox, but I think he just put on a suit. So
Is Lucius Fox in?
But Justin,
The Arrowverse?
or his son.
But you guys are getting hung up on TV when there's a billion movies.
Right, but we know it's in both.
And it's only from Man of Steel onwards, right?
No,
No.
he asked if this character appears.
From Man of Steel onwards.
Yeah, but we've had DC movies since forever, since like the 50s.
Oh no. Oh no, the list got longer now.
Oh my goodness, 6 questions.
Does this person's first name start from A to M?
Yes.
All right. Does this person's name start from A to F?
Does what?
His person's name start from A to F?
No.
It took a while for you to think about that.
I know. I was like, eh.
All right, we got G through M. How many questions do we have left, Steve? We have 4 questions left. I thought you were on our side. All right.
I
Does this
can't
character's name
tell.
start from G
I am
to K?
Yes.
can't be Gordon because Gordon fight crime.
Oh, he's more of an office man.
No, it's literally his job.
got a
He is the
bullhorn.
commissioner of fighting crime.
He manages the people that fight crime.
Maybe your definition of fighting crime is different.
he,
than
has he
Justin's.
carries a gun. He calls Batman. They do cop stuff.
Yeah, go to Dunkin'
Oh,
Literally,
Donuts.
I think it's literally his job description to fight crime.
Oh man, 3 questions, and you said G through what?
So we're G through J.
G
And
through
the,
J.
so it's someone who
J.
doesn't fight crime, but is a good guy. Doesn't use weapons. Doesn't have powers.
Is
Isn't
in both
isn't a
TV
title
and
character.
live action. Remember, Vicky Vale starts with a V, and she's a girl.
Wait. Which letter range do we narrow down to?
G through J.
GHIJ.
It could be Jimmy Olsen, but he sometimes is now fighting crime now. Ugh.
Let's ask if he's a photographer. That'll narrow it down.
Is he a photographer?
Yes.
Ah!
Is it Jimmy?
Yes.
Oh!
Wow.
Trigger! Because
So I guess in Supergirl he fights crime.
he's a hero. He's a whole suit
Okay.
and everything.
I
That's
never
why-
watched a single episode of Supergirl.
Ugh. It's okay though. I don't blame you for that. You did
Oh
right
my
by not watching that
goodness.
show. But yeah, Jimmy is a hero.
They made Jimmy Olsen a hero?
He's a, and then in Man of Steel, in John Justice, when he got killed, it's because he was a secret agent, so he was also fighting crime there too, technically.
I like in Smallville where Sean Ashmore plays James Olsen, who you assume is just Jimmy Olsen, and then he gets killed, and then his twin brother Jimmy shows up.
Too high
High
to
to count.
So
Right.
really? Over 9,000, clearly.
But you got it. But yeah, so
Oh.
Jimmy Olsen's been around since on
I've been
TV and
thinking that
movies.
since like question
1950s.
15. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, it can't be.
Yeah, and
Well,
I
I'm
would.
glad you got it.
And I don't
Around,
consider
like,
him
what,
an
2 questions
obscure
left?
character. He's
Yeah,
more
yeah,
of the
he's-
sidekick type
Yeah,
and kind of
he's pretty
around.
central.
And he is in Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
But he helps. So he doesn't fight crime, but he'll help people escape danger per se.
Okay.
So
All right.
That was close.
I knew it. I'm like, he's probably thinking Jimmy.
I
And
was.
the J, like the letter range that did it for me. Thank you. I needed
I
that.
think the photographer question was really
Yeah.
this.
I even
It's
cheated a
solid
little
one.
bit. I'm not going to tell you how.
Oh,
I played
Oh.
mind games with Justin. I accepted him.
wow.
I said, "Is this character's name G through K?" And he said yes. And then I kept saying G through J. And so I was waiting as if you corrected me that I knew it was a K word.
yeah, I noticed that you said J, and then I almost said K, but then I was like,
It's a good thing you did, because then
Yeah.
we would have been on the wrong.
because he was like going on
Wrong
Gordon.
path, the
He
dark
mentioned
side.
Gordon, so then it kind of distracted me. But yeah, Jimmy Olsen, you're correct.
Oh, man.
Oh, I feel better
That was good.
You
that
feel-
was
you
close.
feel fun.
I feel-
Steven,
I
how
feel
many
relieved.
questions left? 2?
2 left. I think.
2
Yeah.
left? Oh my goodness.
We are still undefeated though.
We are. We did go to 20 once. That was,
Yeah. He was in 9 feature films and 4 TV series.
Wow.
Okay.
9 feature films.
Yeah, which are
Superman 1 through 4.
Superman 1948, basically, and then Adam Man versus Superman 1950,
Oh, that
then
one.
Superman 1 through 4, Supergirl in the 80s, then Superman Returns, and then Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, and then of course the Adventures of Superman from the 50s, Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman, Smallville, and then Supergirl.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, Helen Slater's Supergirl from 1985
Whatever, yeah.
is objectively the best DC comic movie of all
It's
time.
it's pretty decent.
Those people that can't.
So much so when I saw her in City Slickers, I was like, hey, that's Supergirl.
Well, great game, Justin. Thanks everyone for all of your help in the comments. The $3 here, you can tell need all the help we can get, and we
$2.
appreciate all of the hints in chat. It was very, very helpful. So hope you guys enjoyed DC Fandom. You enjoyed everything here.
Jimmy also figure so collectibles.
You know what? Because you said
Event-
it, I will
event
make
exclusive.
sure.
He has a hero for him now.
All right,
Yeah.
let's unveil it here, AJ.
Yeah. It should be a Build-A-Figure.
Yeah, you get a piece of it.
He's a tall, buff black guy with armor now on the show, so it's fine. It works out.
I will make sure.
It's a different look than I'm
like-
used to.
Yeah, he
I'll
has
follow
changed
brand
a
manager.
lot.
Yeah.
That's the Supergirl version?
Yeah,
I would have never known
He's
that.
a tall, buff black guy with body armor and like a shield thing.
Oh, wow.
So he's not like a photographer at the newspaper.
Does the shield
No,
take photos?
he's like in
that would
charge
be
of like, the
cool.
newspaper, but then also a superhero.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
sounds exhausting.
It's a double
DC
threat.
Comics, it's a whole thing. Just the whole universe.
It certainly is. So make sure you follow us at Bluefin Brands. If you want one of those codes, do a comment on wherever you're watching this. If you're watching this on YouTube, watching it on Twitter,
Mhm.
Facebook, Twitch, wherever you're watching it, leave a comment. Say, hey, you guys are great, or hey, you guys stink. Give me a code, and Justin will hook you guys up. We have plenty of codes to give out. So make it worth our while, and we'll give it to you. And make sure to
Yeah.
follow us on those social platforms at Bluefin Brands. And until next Friday, we will see you guys later.
Bye.
Thank you so much.